joining us now here on your home of the Cowboys, 105.3 The Fan. It's starting center Brock Hoffman here in the GBag Nation. A good afternoon to you, sir. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great, man. It's great to be out here in California. How's the blocking going for you out there?
It's going good, man. Blocking in this weather, I could do it all day, it seems like.
Well, I was wondering because Bron told us you had to go take a shower, so I was like, what's today's practice? Just extra steamy?
Yeah, I didn't go shower, actually. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to just get it. I'm going to get over here and get ready and get it done, you know what I mean? So
respect.
Yeah.
Generally, do your showers out here, are they much quicker than like what they would be at home? Like locker room shower, how much in-depth cleaning are you doing compared to like in the comforts of your own home?
No, I mean, definitely at home, you know, I got my big little speaker there. The showers are longer, right? You know, I got a little playlist. You know, there's like 5 songs you got to get through. So, you know, but out here, yeah, you got to deep clean because you can't be the guy in the meeting room smelling.
Okay, this is good. Now, Brock's a media guy. I mean, you're the 8th Round podcast.
Yep.
I love what you've got brewing here, so you get this. We do a segment called Restroom Revelations, where we just have topics when it comes to the bathroom. Some things that have come up, like, one, are you a loofah guy?
I am a loofah guy.
And fantastic. So am I. Loofah guys, big loofah guys.
respect.
The other one was like when people shower, do they actually go ahead and go down and scrub the feet, or are they just letting the soap run down the body to the feet?
So when I was younger, I was definitely one of the guys that just, you know, yeah, it gets clean with the water running down. Obviously, as I've matured a little bit, you got to go down there, especially in cleats all day. Yeah, your feet going to be stinking.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean?
Do you have one of those little like ledges in your home shower? You
Oh
can put
yeah,
your foot up,
100%.
so,
I'm not bending all the way down there.
No, what about the take-off faucet? Like,
Yes,
so you
I
can
do
run
have
it
that.
around,
I do have
handheld.
that. Yeah, 100%. That's a vet move right there, I think.
Now, on the other side of the body here, I'm wondering, is there some gray hair in there, or is that a cleanliness issue?
Yeah, so my first gray hair was actually in 4th grade.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
that's unique.
I'm a little salt and pepper look the whole
Okay.
time now.
All
you
right.
know.
Did you
Natural?
immediately pluck it? Because I think there's a myth that if you do that, like a bunch of other ones are going to pop up.
I did not pluck it. No, my dad, growing up, his nickname was Skunk because he had like a gray patch right down the middle in like
Okay.
high school. So like, nah, man,
That's
I just
kinda
let
cool.
the salt and pepper go, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes me look a little older, you know, when I was in high school without the
Absolutely.
beard, you know?
Sophisticated, man.
We're not carding you. Go ahead. Take
Pulling college girls.
Brock Hoffman here with you. Let's talk about your journey. Just a short time ago, 2022, undrafted, right? Didn't stick on in Cleveland with the Cowboys last year in camp, waived at the end of camp. Then you end up starting 2 games, and now, you know, it looks like you're number 1 on the depth chart. You must have been putting in some great work here over the last year plus.
Yeah, no, I think my NFL journey is kind of a representation of how my whole football journey's been. You know, I grew up in kind of a football family, my dad being a college coach when I was really young, and then he coached me through elementary school. And, you know, he always told me, like, whether it's football or life, you're going to face adversity. You know, I was an under-recruited kid out of high school. I went to Coastal Carolina. That was a school that was going into their first year in the FBS, right? And then ended up transferring. My mom was sick, went to Virginia Tech, ended up playing. And then, you know, boom, adversity strikes. You go undrafted, right? Go into camp. Don't make the team. You're on practice squad. Then week 10 comes around right off the bye week. Like it was kind of a rough 48 hours, right? So I went to go see my girlfriend who was still in school. Flight got delayed, landed at like midnight, had to wake up at 5. And then there was the Grim Reaper in the breakfast line, like came and tapped me. And I was like, damn, dude, like 5 hours off the plane. So yeah, I mean, it was definitely a tough time. Went home for 4 days, and the Cowboys called, came on a workout, and I always believe, you know, adversity makes the strong stronger, the weak weaker, and it's always been something I've prided myself on. That's a Mike Tyson quote, big boxing guy. So, yeah, no, I mean, everything that, you know, whether good or bad, you just got to keep moving on and keep building and keep improving yourself. That's kind of been my mindset since I've gotten here, and I've been super thankful to be a Cowboy. I couldn't be happier to be a Dallas Cowboy.
How has the competition been going along right now with center? I mean, Cooper Beebe, we got to talk with him earlier. Big fan of his game, but I was super impressed with you had limited time to get ready, and you were thrown into a couple of games last year, dude, and you played your tail off.
Yeah, no, the competition's been good. Cooper's obviously kind of growing up in front of us, you know what I mean? When you come in fresh off the draft and OTAs, it's a lot to take in playbook-wise, especially going from, you know, being a guard in college to learning how to command a huddle. And I've, you know, been there to teach them, like, look, as long as we're all on the same page, we're right. Even if it's wrong, we're all right. You know what I mean? So it's just, you know, having that confidence to command the huddle. And, yeah, you know, last year I was thrown into 2 games kind of late, you know what I mean? Like my first start, Biotic was thinking he was going to play. and then he decided he couldn't. And then the Washington game was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I got an hour notice, like, yeah, you're starting. And I had only it kind of worked out in terms of, like, I hadn't taken a guard rep all season. And when they were managing Tyron and Zach in season with practices, right, and Tyler Smith was hurt because he had just gotten hurt in the Lions game, I think. They had moved TJ over to left. So I got Wednesday and Thursday at right guard. Those were my only 2 practices all year at right guard in season. And then, an hour before the game, Zach was sick, and they threw me in there, and I was ready to go.
Wow, dude. But
and the Commanders was not an easy team to have to deal with those big old guys. Jonathan Allen, it's like you're fighting, you know. Yeah.
What do you remember? How much time did you get in advance of being the pregame speech for the Bills game? Didn't you get to be that guy?
Yeah, I did. That was a couple days, It was like 2 days I got to prepare it. I thought I gave a pretty good speech. We didn't perform real well that week, but I thought I gave a good speech for the team.
Zach Martin told us you did, but I do know there's maybe a person at our station that thinks that it must not have been a good pregame speech because of the outcome. I mean that's not on you,
right? Yeah, I mean I'm at the end of the day we got to go out and get wins. I don't know if a pregame speech is gonna help that or not, but no, I definitely felt like I gave a good speech.
What did you watch a movie? Were you channeling somebody? I mean, we love a good Al Pacino Any Given Sunday claw with your fingernails.
Yeah, no, I mean I love boxing, right? And obviously Mike Tyson's like a ferocious guy, right? So I was just trying to like tap into that energy, like, you know what I mean? Like throw a couple cuss words out there, get the boys going, you know what I mean? Get us motivated a little bit.
So do you do some boxing in the off season? Do you get in shape or whatever?
Yeah, I do it 2 or 3 times a week, yeah.
Any teammates join you?
Carl joins me a little bit.
Carl Davis?
Yeah, some other guys go to him throughout the week too. My guy George Rincon.
Are you getting any sumo challenges from Micah?
No, I haven't gotten any sumo challenges from Micah.
Well, it seems like Micah's into the boxing too. Shadow boxing everybody out here.
He is, man.
Yeah. Maybe when we're done, when we retire, we could do a little celebrity brawl. We'll get the cowboy class right there going.
Are you pretty confident in your skills?
I think so. I think I could take everybody on the team. Honestly, I feel pretty good about it. Give me 6 months to like actually, lose 20 pounds, get in boxing shape. Yeah, I'd take it.
Who would be your toughest test?
I mean, I would probably say Micah because he does it consistently and he's, quick guy. But, let me shed a little 20 pounds right now. Put that power, get him in the corner a little bit, see what happens.
What kind of boxer would you not want to face? Is somebody with length? Is that your biggest issue or speed?
I would definitely probably speed. I feel like I got decently long arms in the way I train kind of a little bit. We fight at a little bit longer range. Yeah. So I think it would definitely be the speed. If a guy's fast, you got to get him in the corner, cut the damn, I about broke the chair, man.
These chairs are flimsy. These chairs are flimsy. Bro, it'll make you nervous.
Big Picture would be good if you broke that chair. They realize they're giving us trash.
Yeah. But you'd have to cut the corner, get him in the corner, or cut the ring, get him in the corners. I think I could take about anybody.
So you'd be fighting around 280, you think?
If I was like actually going to do it, I'd probably have to get a little bit lighter, but like a little celebrity kind of crash, give me 20 pounds down.
Do you watch these like influencer boxing fights like Jake Paul? Lev Bell's out there boxing.
Yeah, no, I watched the Jake Paul, the last one. I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, I want to see him fight like a legit. Like, I mean, I think Mike Tyson would have put it on him, bro. I think he's still going to, but even at however old he is, 60 or something, I think he's still got the dog in him now. Come on now,
as he recovers from an ulcer. Right
probably with the ulcer, he'd knock him out, bro.
How'd the podcast come about?
Yeah, in the off season, there's a lot of time on your hands, right? So I just. And I feel like there's a lot of good stories of guys that have different experiences, not that cookie cutter way of getting into the league. And I just wanted to give a platform for me and some of my boys across the league and my teammates to just kind of share their stories because I think they're so interesting. And if somebody listens to it and finds motivation in that's awesome. You know what I mean? I don't know if, people actually like listen to it and are like, man, I'm so motivated. Yeah. But if I can help somebody, find that motivation, a high school kid or whatever it is, find that little inch of motivation. It's a good job.
We should all be motivated with the Kelseys asking for $100 million on this podcast.
Yeah.
You think about that like, wow, we have a $100 million podcast working on here. So
do you have a dream guest for the pod?
I would like to get Dak on there, but I don't know if Dak's going to do it, but we'll see. I've asked him a couple times, so.
He won't come on ours.
He's been big time with us, too. Yeah, we know the feeling.
Hey, you guys are going to spend a lot of intimate time together this year, though, so he might have to.
Yeah, I think, we get through this season, we do what we're going to do, and after the season, he's got to come on there.
Well, Eric one time got Dak to talk about a mythical team, so you got to get Dak. He could like coach speak with the best of them.
Oh, I know it.
Hey, Team X is they're pretty strong. They're good up front. He can make he can make up a team and because he's got that speak down well.
100%.
He does.
How tough is it to keep on the weight as a 300-pounder? Like, is that easy for you, or are you actively having to? Because if you just quit football today, would you lose a bunch of weight pretty quick?
I would drop, 100%. I've always been a guy that has to eat a lot to just maintain weight. Like my freshman year of high school, I was 5'10", 180 pounds, and by my senior year, I was 300 pounds. So I mean. Mom, country cooking now, dog. I was eating a lot of rice and a lot of protein. So,
who do you think is the biggest eater in the offensive line room?
I don't know. It would be tough. I think we can all put down some food now, bro. It would be tough.
I mean, Guyton's massive.
Yeah, he's
What are your
huge.
impressions of him, the rookie?
I think he's a freak athletically. I remember the first time I met him, I was like, damn, dude. I think I'm a big guy. I was like, holy shit, But no, he's going to be a really good player.
Who was better if you had to grade the rookie talent show performers, Guyton or Beebe?
I'm not going to lie, man. The rookies, every rookie has done really good, singing for us this year. Guyton kind of caught us off by surprise because he started off he was kind of he looked nervous. People were like, "Oh, we're getting ready to boo him," what I mean? Yeah. And then he came out of nowhere, just put on a show, dog.
Did he really?
Yeah. And then Beebe took us by surprise too. He was doing a little air guitar, everybody was getting into it. Yeah, so it was good. It was good stuff.
I did want to ask his center. I mean, you've got so many pre-snap responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
So what's standing out to you about this new Mike Zimmer defense? Because they're doing a lot of switching.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the toughest thing is they're doing a really good job of reading where we're kind of going and playing off of that, and they do a lot of good job of rotating safeties, moving the fronts, different things like that to kind of keep us on our toes. But it's just we got to get up there and make our calls and live with it and just execute the play that's called.
How different is guard and center?
I think there's a big difference, honestly, in terms of just center, just the responsibility of commanding the huddle, getting up, making the front calls, getting everybody on the same page. Guard, you kind of just get up there, put your hand in the ground, get ready to hit somebody.
I love it. Brock, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
You're the man.
Having me on, yeah.
Give them hell. We'll be pulling for you.
Appreciate you guys.